Hello Virgo, it's Liz, the light siren, back again. As you can see, I'm doing things a little bit differently. You can see my face this time, so let me know how you feel about that. I have no problem just showing the cards. I just thought I'd try something new and see how you guys like it, so definitely let me know your opinion. Also, I'm no longer putting time restrictions on my readings. My guides told me to stop doing that just so they can, communicate with more people throughout space-time. So yeah, you can still watch them monthly, but I just trust that whenever you receive this message is when it's right for you. Also, you can definitely still check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for further clarification. So let's get into it, Virgo. Om Namah Shivaya, Ganesha Datura, Woodbent Hero and Source, Ancestors, Angels, and Ascended Masters, please be with me to advise and guide the collective sign of Virgo at this time, please and thank you. Your energy right now, I'm feeling a lot of tension in my arms and a little bit of like shortness of breath. So I don't know if you guys are overworked or stressed or you got a lot going on, or you're, anxious or fearful. But there's definitely a little bit of tension there. We'll see what's going on. What is the overall energy for Virgo, please and thank you? Are both of these supposed to be out, yes or no? This one? This one? Okay. The Hierophant. This is Taurus energy, and the time I'm recording this, it actually is Taurus season, so this may be for folks that are watching this now, but it doesn't have to. You may also have Taurus in your chart. If not, this is just you getting in touch with a more grounded part of your spirituality. You're opening your channel more. Yeah, your crown is more open to receiving, but it's more grounded. But I'm also getting a little bit of feelings of wanting to control. So I don't know if you guys are tapping into a little bit of the more challenging aspects of Taurus, that can be a little bit controlling. It's that fixed earth. It feels like you need a little bit of release. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but what I'm feeling is like for a lot of the folks that are watching this around the time I'm recording it, you're feeling a little bit too constrained right now. A little bit too controlled. Because the Hierophant is a little bit more structured and, again, fixed earth. And this is the vibe around you, I'm feeling more so. Yeah. So this one came out with it. The Hanged Man. And it was like, I asked my guides if it was supposed to be there too, and it was kind of like it doesn't matter, but I'm going to talk about it. Is it supposed to be in reverse? It doesn't matter. Okay, this Hanged Man energy is with you guys, so yeah, that's definitely what I'm feeling. It's almost like, because the Hanged Man is more so about Pisces, which is mutable water. So it's kind of this challenging aspect of wanting to let go and wanting to be, just going with the flow, whatever, but you feel like whatever circumstances are around you are constricting you and making you feel, yeah, it's like this tense energy, almost like, yeah, like you're being held against your will. You're being like, I don't know how to describe how I feel right now. Like someone is pressing you down. Like you're constricted. And, around the time that I'm recording this, a lot of us folks are still, in quarantine or whatever because of coronavirus. So for some of you Virgos, this might be an element of you guys feeling a little bit stir crazy because you're not able to leave the house yet. And it's making you feel like you know, someone else is in control of your life and is overpowering your life, and there's nothing for you to do. So you're kind of just having to hang loose. And that's the kind of tension of it, right? It's like you feel controlled, so you let go. But then when you're letting go, all of a sudden all these anxious thoughts come in, and then you feel constricted again because you want to try to control it. Yeah. Definitely, I would advise for you Virgos that I'm communicating with, whatever is going on in your life, whenever you're watching this, you need to let go a little bit and not allow yourself to feel so constricted. Realize that you're free no matter what, and that you can have this mentality even if you are being more constricted in other areas of your life. Like, internally, realize that you are always free. And it's okay to just kind of let go a little bit and be in the void. Because also, with this energy, for some of you, this is just you needing to be in a place of letting go so that you can receive more information from your higher self on how to ground your ideas and your dreams. Yeah. So for some of you also, you're wanting to ground your dreams, and it's something that's divinely guided. It's like a download you received from source, from the divine, but you're feeling a little bit in a limbo space. You're not really sure how to ground the information yet. But it you know, I think it's safe to really let go, because if it is divinely guided, I mean, this is 2020, right? This year for you guys, like a lot of folks, is a big turning point in your life. And if it is fated, if it's destiny, if it's divinely guided, it'll happen no matter what. So you can safely let go of that desire to control, and you can let go of the fears of it not working out, and you can let go of the really strict routine, right? More Taurus energy. Some of you definitely have Taurus in your chart. If not, this is you. This is what you're calling in. You're calling in this energy of complete independence and stability. But there's an element to it that I'm feeling that you're resisting. And I think that it's all about balancing the two parts of yourself. It's having routine, being grounded, being stable, right? But there also needs to be an element of you letting go in order to receive. Definitely also this Taurus season for some of you guys is bringing a lot of changes in your life. There's a lot of unexpected changes, especially because we have Uranus and Taurus right now, and that definitely brings about some unexpected shifts and surprising changes, mostly regarding more material, earthy type things like money and job and, you know, your routine stability. Yeah. The Nine of Cups in reverse came out. Yeah, I'm just getting the feeling that you're not feeling very happy about these changes, but Judgment came out, and it's so you can be abundant. All these changes are happening. It's divinely guided, and it's fated so that you can be abundant. Step into your abundance that you already are. You just need to believe it and let go to receive it. All right, I'm going to stop blabbing and get into this other stuff. Can I get 3 cards for love, please, for Virgo? Thank you. Yeah, it's almost like you received something from Source, and you were like, I don't know if I want this. Like, this is too much. How can I possibly do that? That's not for me. But you're being asked to let go and trust, because that abundance is yours. It belongs to you already, and it's there. It's a reality that exists. You just need to step into it and understand that it is for you, and it's there, and it's possible, you know? Can I get 2 more for love, please? Can I get 3 for career, which of course by that I mean soul purpose path, all that juicier stuff. Is this supposed to be here, yes or no? What about this one? This one? This one? None of them. Okay, I need one more, please. Okay, there it is. All right. So for love, we start with the Empress. This is more Taurus energy, Taurus, Libra, Venus energy of you. Yeah, let me see. Oh, wow. Everything is changing for you, Virgos. Okay, so there's a little bit of a story here. We start with the Death card. What I'm feeling from this is that towards the beginning of the year, you had some sort of transformation or death that occurred within yourself, and it allowed you to see a side of yourself that you had never seen before, and it's one that is very abundant, very fertile, right? Getting in that yin space of receiving, that feminine yin vibe. And we have 3 cards here that belong, or that are related to Taurus. So what I feel like that is for you guys is you have been really in a yin state of receiving, and you've been kind of waiting, and things have been changing around you. And that's why I'm getting that feeling of like that tension, because you're ready for things to start moving, or you're ready to start doing more. But the divine is still saying, wait, wait. You know, just receive, you're abundant, just receive. But you're like, I don't know if I can just hang out here all day, you know, because Virgos really like to do. Sorry. But also, I feel like in regards to a relationship, you had some sort of death or transformation in a relationship that may have ended in a pregnancy. If not, this is just you manifesting a very powerful, almost twin flame type of relationship. But I feel like you had to let something go. Something had to transform or change, or if this hasn't happened yet, it will. You may need to have a death experience in order to call in your twin flame. So either this already happened or it will happen. This death process needs to happen. And the message is coming through that it's about identity, letting go of a certain identity you had and realizing your abundance and being in more of a yin flow state to receive the right person, a proper mirror for you, a divinely guided relationship. It doesn't mean that this was a breakup or this is a breakup. It just means, you know, perhaps it's a conversation that needs to happen. You know, sometimes like we have to talk about things that aren't fun in order to have like a good transformation in our relationship, to take it to the next level. For some of you, I'm getting the message, I don't know who this is for, but for some of you, there was an actual death of like kind of a miscarriage type situation. And if that happened for you, I'm really sorry. But the message that's coming through with this is that it happened, but it's because that soul, it wasn't the right time for that soul to come through. And that soul that was meant to come through with that pregnancy, it's still going to come through, just at a later time. That soul wasn't ready. And I think it's because you need to go through a transformation before that happens. Don't blame yourself. This is not about guilt. It's just about things happening according to divine timing, right? There's a lot of mixed messages coming through for you, Virgos. For some of you, you wanted to get pregnant and you didn't, or, you know, there was a miscarriage or something happened. For some of you, it's just some kind of transformation needed to take place in a relationship in order to take it to the next level, in which you feel more supported, more loved on a deeper, like, yeah, just digging into that feminine energy, like you wanting to feel more supported and more fertile and more abundant in your relationship or within yourself. For you folks that are single, some of you are attracting your twin flame, but for some of you, this is just about you. This is the transformation of you letting go of an identity in order to see yourself in a more pure and nurturing way. Self-love, having more self-love, being more self-aware. You may also have Gemini in your chart, or be dealing with a Gemini or a Taurus. So for career, we have the Moon, Cancer energy, Leo energy, strength, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're being asked by the divine to take your work, your path in a new direction. And it's requiring you to have a lot of strength and resilience and vulnerability. And I think that's where the tension is coming from, because for some of you, you're not wanting to let go and make yourself vulnerable because you're afraid. You're not sure if you can trust it. It's like you can see the path and you're like, should I stay or should I go, right? You have these two options. Do I stay where I'm at, or do I explore the world, explore a new opportunity? For some of you, you're involved with like earthwork, farming, or something spiritual. And you're wondering if you should go somewhere else to do this thing. You have like two different options of where you could do this thing. But I think for you guys, like Libra, this energy was kind of coming through, but for you guys, I feel like it's much more so you know the way. You know which one is the right one that the divine keeps telling you to do, keeps moving you towards, but you're resisting it because you're a little bit afraid. So maybe that's that constricting energy. It's like you're being pushed by the divine to do something, and you're not really wanting to make yourself vulnerable, and you're not wanting to let go and let it happen because you're afraid. But you have the strength. This person must make themselves vulnerable in order to tame this lion, this part of themselves that is afraid and might attack, right? You must make yourself vulnerable and let go in order to receive everything that is meant for you. And that is a part of this death process. For a lot of you folks, that is the message. Is that you need to let go of that part of yourself that overanalyzes, that is afraid, that is refusing to be vulnerable. You will only receive as much as you are willing to risk in vulnerability. You will only receive as much abundance as you are vulnerable enough to receive. You have to trust in the direction you're being pushed. Six of Cups. Yeah, definitely something to do with children too. So for some of you folks, you're worried about how it would affect your children. If you're trying to get pregnant, or, like I said, for some of you, if you unfortunately had a miscarriage, you're really thinking about children right now, or you work with children, that's your focus, your job. And you're wondering how a lifestyle change or a change in identity, this transformation, is going to affect children or having children or the children around you. But this is also nostalgia, and I feel like some of you are considering going back to where you grew up. And there's a lot of fears with that, right? Because you would have to be very vulnerable. For some of you, you're thinking about going back where you grew up to do something, and you're worried about what people are going to think, and you're having a lot of fears and mistrust about making yourself vulnerable around people that you knew in childhood, or around your family, or just being in that place. It's almost like when you go back there, a lot is going to be opened up within you, and it's really scary, right? A lot is going to be opened up within you. Perhaps some of your family members are Tauruses or Virgos. Can I get further clarification on the Lovers, please? And the Empress over here, and Death. Actually, I want to pull a clarifying card for each of these three. For Death, the Empress, and the Lovers. Okay. My cards got all flipped around. That's so weird. All right, so under the Death card, we have the Queen of Wands. This is Aries, Leo energy again. You might have Leo or Aries in your chart. If not, this is just you going through a transformation where you feel more nurturing, more trusting. Being able to take action even though you're afraid. That's a big message with Aries and Leo. They're very bold, right? They make decisions and they take actions without really thinking twice. They just go with their gut. And you're going through a transformation process where you let go of fear, or you do things anyway despite your fear. You have more confidence, you're more brave. And being brave just means that you're willing to do something you're willing to do something you feel you need to do despite your fear. People who are brave, who are bold, they have fears too. They have feelings too. You know, they're not just like, you know, well, I mean, some Leos and Aries might be like, oh, I'm so confident, I don't have to worry about anything. But some people do worry, but they do it anyway because they know it's right and they know they need to do it. So that's this transformation for you guys. Under the Empress, we have the High Priestess. So you might have Libra on your chart because both of these are associated with Venus and Libra. If not, you're definitely calling in that Libra energy that is very fertile, like I said, abundant, receives abundance, is in a place where they can receive abundance. But also with the High Priestess, you have the knowledge and the structure to understand what's happening and to see it clearly and be able to visualize it. And that'll be what allows you to ground it more, because on here you have, this is almost like the Taurus Libra axis, right? The wisdom, the knowledge, and the groundedness. And both of these together allows you to complete something or manifest something. Yeah, like I said, for some of you, a soul, like you're trying to get pregnant and there's a soul that hasn't been ready to come through. And with this High Priestess card, it's like almost like you intuitively knew it wasn't the right time. But the soul will come through regardless. It'll just be at a different time. For some of you also, you may be getting married because you get pregnant. That message is for someone out there, right? Some of you may be getting married or have some sort of partnership solidified. And with the Page of Cups, with the Lovers, this is definitely, you guys are attracting or already have a partner who is your twin flame, your life partner, but they have a message for you. And honestly, for some of you, this is, if you're not already engaged, this is an engagement, right? And I think for some of you, that's why this is a question here, everything over here, because if you perhaps marry this person, they might want you to move to where they live, or they might want to move back to where you grew up. Perhaps this person is from where you grew up, and taking this chance on this relationship might change the trajectory of your life, of your path, and they might be a Taurus. And if that's the case, it's divinely guided and you don't have to be afraid. because this is also Gemini, Libra. There's a lot of similar energies on the board. So I think overall, no matter what's going on, you guys are going through a process this year of getting in touch with your higher self and your highest good. And all of the changes that are occurring in your life is so you can be more aligned and feel more love and receive the abundance that is meant for you. And someone is going to be coming towards you with a message of love, either an engagement or, you know, wanting to communicate to you how they feel about moving forward with you on your path together. And I think for you guys, it's just about letting go of the fear that goes with these changes and these messages and this type of communication, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to understand your feelings and be able to communicate back to this person. Very interesting. All right, that's all I have for you guys. I hope that helped some of you. Virgo, your energy all year has been so interesting. And I feel like for a lot of you, I don't know if whoever's watching this, I don't know if you guys watched like a couple readings ago. You guys only had the Tower card in your come up for your career path. And I think it's because you needed to go through some sort of Tower moment, some transformation in order to open up to receiving a person. Whether it's a child through pregnancy or your soulmate, your twin flame. But this person that's coming through is going to change the trajectory of your life. And you need to understand that it's divinely guided. And I'm here to tell you to go forward with this person despite your fears, because it's going to set you off on your divinely guided path. And whatever career stuff wasn't going through for you guys before was because this needed to happen first. It's almost like a step on that path in the process, okay? So please let me know in the comments if any of this resonates. I'd be super interested to hear about your story and your path. Also, feel free to reach out for a personal reading, thelightsirens333@gmail.com. And also, feel free to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram @thelightsirens. All right? See you next time. Love and peace.